like how earlier I was like, yo, throw on that Bone Crusher. And like I was saying, when I heard Bone Crusher, that Bone Crusher song, because it had that crunk vibe,
Yeah.
and he was doing his thing. But then there were 2 other verses on that song, and one of them you were mentioning was Killer Mike, and Killer Mike rapped, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, when he was talking about, he's comparing his gun to a girl, and then was just like the way he just kept describing the characteristics and shit, and then like saying like, I'll never forget this line, she indiscriminate with punishment, doesn't matter your religion, you Muslim, Hebrew, or Christian. Like, no, yeah, like I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I was just like, oh my god. And like at this time, like, I'm taking rap seriously and being a rapper myself, so I was just like, yo, what the fuck when he said that shit. And then he had another verse. Oh man, I can't think of the Outkast song. But he had the line about talking about running these strats, like running these strats like Randy Moss. The
whole world.
Yeah,
The whole world.
because the whole world. Like, and he got a Grammy for that shit. Yeah. Like, they got a Grammy for that. And so I was like, yo, Killer Mike. His album dropped. He had that one single, All Day I Dream About.
Yeah,
All Day I Dream About Sex. Like, so just like he was coming out of I was just like, yo, this motherfucker, like, he's just blowing my mind with shit that he could like say. And he was like one of the first like Atlanta cats, like outside of Outkast, who was just like at that time, and Ludacris, who was just really like blowing my mind lyrically with like wordplay and just like rapper shit. So I was just like, oh, okay, word.
Ludacris is one of my all-time favorite rappers.
Yeah,
like he's up there on my list.
But also on that Bone Crusher song, the verse after Killer Mike, and this was the first time I heard this motherfucker.
Yeah.
T.I.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Tell him what he said.
Yo, man.
Tell him what he said. Listen up. He about to tell you what he said.
He said, I ain't bad, just don't kiss no ass or take no shit. As soon as he said, I was like, what? Like, you know what I mean? And then, man, when he said, I had your partner down, I see you been impatient, like, hope for the best, but I don't think he gonna make it. Not the way he was shivering and shaking on the pavement. Like, I was like, whoa. Like, and even in the video, like, he's rapping and stuff, and just like, hope for the best, but I don't think he gonna make it. Making these crazy faces and turning his head, and he had his hat like cocked on the side.
That was always his thing. Like,
nobody wore their hat like that at the time, and just the way he was turning his head, I was like, how is his hat staying on? Like, what the fuck is going on? He just seemed crazy. Like,
yo, you remember when T.I. was beefing with Lil Flip?
Yes,
bruh,
dog. Beat that motherfucking ass at NBA All-Star Weekend. They said he drug his ass through the parking lot. Beat his ass, nigga.
Yo.
T.I., that's one motherfucker. He'll pull up and beat a motherfucking ass.
Yeah. Yo, I was gonna say T.I. when he was really like blowing up.
Yeah.
And he did that song, You Can Have Whatever You Like.
Yeah.
So like I had a bunch of his shit on my playlist. Like him and like Luda during that time. Like that was kind of the revolving door.
They was even beefing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I fucked with both of them. So I was like,
Stay up the TIP of my dick.
But
all right, we won't continue talking about that, but go ahead.
Yo, off of T.I. just being in my playlist, I had like girls talking to me. This shit was crazy.
Nah, because he was really that nigga.
Crazy.
Because like he rap shit like for niggas that made you want to like fuck niggas up and shit like that. But then he had a song for the bitches, and it's like, all right, cool. Like, so yeah, after that Bone Crusher joint, the first like solo T.I. joint that I heard was 24.
Money hoe, cars and clothes. That's how all my niggas roll.
Like, bro, that joint, like that shit used to get me hype as fuck.
I think it was Midnight Club. I had some racing game, and that song was on the soundtrack. Yo, that song was on the soundtrack, bro.
Yeah.
No, but what I was saying was, I'm pretty sure I heard a story that when Young Buck asked T.I. and Luda to be on Stomp, that T.I. recorded his verse first.
Yeah.
And then Luda, they were already beefing. Luda heard it and made his verse dissing T.I.
Yeah.
and T.I. never had a chance to like adjust his
Rebuttal,
verse.
yeah.
That shit is cold as fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Plus your flow ain't legit, so
Yeah,
please stay
he's
off
off
the
the
T.I.P. of my dick.
I remember the first time I heard this, I was like, oh my God.